Hey everybody, Bat Tracy back again for We Just Put in Day with Tim on WYSADWTA. It's first time views and reviews, episode 16. And yeah, I'm gonna review some movies that I've watched in the past week or so. So cue the music. Alright, so the first movie I got is Baywatch. Just watched this a couple days ago. This movie was hilarious. It's got Dwayne Johnson and Zac Efron, The Rock, and yeah, that guy. And it's also got Alexandra Ballard and David Hasselhoff's in it. Pamela Anderson has a cameo. Hannibal Buress is in it. Oscar from The Office has a quick little part in this. Yeah, this was a really funny movie, actually. I've never seen any of the original Baywatch TV show or anything from it. And I had no expectations going into this movie that it'd be great, but it was absolutely hilarious. So anyways, like I was saying, there's a lot of parts in this movie where you can really tell that the background is like green screened in, and like if you watch some of the deleted scenes or the gag reel, there's like a green screen behind them almost the entire time. Like tons of it looks really, really fake. But overall, like it is a really funny movie. Lots of one-liners and stuff. Really funny. I was actually laughing really hard. And I was completely sober while watching it, so that's a pretty good barometer of how funny it is, I guess. But I am doing a new ranking system in these videos. It's gonna go minus if a movie's bad, or a plus if it's good, or a plus plus if I think you should immediately go check out this movie. And so Baywatch, oh, and this is the extended cut, by the way, on the Blu-ray. But Baywatch, I'm gonna give this one a plus plus. Definitely go check this one out. Super funny, great cast. Overall, just a really good movie. Go check it out. Next up, I watched the movie Boxboarders. This is one I bought a while back. I just never got around to watching it. Ended up watching it, and this is a weird, ridiculous movie. It's like basically a mockumentary about these two kids. They're just bored, and so they just put a box on a skateboard and ride it down a hill, and they call it boxboarding, and it becomes this big thing, and then like other people try and steal the idea to copyright it and make money off it, and it's a whole hoot and a handy, and it's just a real to-do. But just this one is it's absolutely hilarious, but it's just so weird and just really wackadoo. I don't have a lot to say about this one. If you can get your hands on this, I got it for $1 in like a clearance bin or something, so it's not that hard to find. But I would definitely give this a plus. My new system. Plus. It's going to be right here, I think. Say plus. Alright, so next up is a movie I just saw in theaters with my dad and my brother Lex. And so I don't own it, so I'll put the poster right here. And it's Daddy's Home 2. Now, we saw Daddy's Home in theaters, so we went and saw Daddy's Home 2. And it's, starring Mark Wahlberg and Will Ferrell. John Lithgow is in it, along with Mel Gibson, and Linda Cardellini's in it. Pretty much everybody. But I did not like this one as much as the first. I thought the first was a really funny movie, but I did not like this one. I don't know. There's some aspects about it, I didn't think it was as funny. There were a few times I laughed. It was pretty, had a couple good jokes. But overall, I didn't really enjoy this nearly as much as the first. And overall, I do not like Mel Gibson. I thought he was pretty much a downer for this whole movie. I don't know. John Lithgow is pretty good in it. John Lithgow is great in everything he does. But yeah, overall, I just didn't like this one as much. And just like the first, in the first one, there was the part with the motorcycle where it's super CGI'd, where Will Ferrell, is on the motorcycle and crashes through the house. On this one, he does it with like a snow thrower, and it sucks up all the lights and stuff. I don't know. It's just a ridiculous movie, and I just didn't enjoy it nearly as much as the first. So I'm going to give this one a minus. Boom. There's a rating for you. Alright, so next up I watched Masterminds with Zach Galifianakis, Owen Wilson, Kirsten Wiig, and Jason Sudeikis. And it's directed by Jared Hess, who's also directed Gentlemen Broncos, Napoleon Dynamite, Nacho Libre. And so, I don't know, I thought this one would be... I thought this one would be a lot better than it was. Like, it was... I enjoyed it. Alright, so Zach Galifianakis plays this character who basically his whole life, all he wanted to be was a bank security guard. And so he plays a security guard who falls in love with Kristen Wiig. Well, then she is dating, or married to, I wasn't sure, Owen Wilson's character. He's this real scumbag of a guy. And so they concoct this plan to steal like $60 million, something like a crazy amount, from this bank. And they do it, and then it becomes this whole to-do where like Zach Galifianakis has to like go on the lam and run away, and then Owen Wilson's character hires Jason Sudeikis to kill Zach Galifianakis' character, but just it goes awry and just crazy things ensue. But yeah, I enjoyed this one, but just not nearly as much as I thought I was going to. So I give this one a plus on the rating scale. Yeah. Next up, watched the movie Monster Trucks. This was great. It was released by Nickelodeon Pictures, and it's got it doesn't list them on the back. It's got Rob Lowe in it. John Lennon, I think, is his name. I don't know any of the other actors' names, but those are the two big guys. But anyways, so it's like this kid who, it's just like, he's a high school kid, but he's a loner. He doesn't talk to anybody. He has no friends really, and he's just building, like, he works at an auto salvage yard, and he's just trying to get his truck running. Well, then this like creature, and like a monster creature, comes to find him, and he like starts driving his truck around. So then it's like, it says it in the title, it's Monster Trucks. It's a play on words, you get it? But yeah, so this movie had a budget of $125 million. It only made $64.5 million in box office. Huge box office failure, but I thought this was amazing regardless. Like, definitely go check this one out. I'm giving it a plus plus. Go check this one out if you haven't seen it, because I thought it was really, really great. Yeah, delightful family film. Sadly, I didn't get the slipcover that came with this, which just sucks, because it was like a white slipcover with the cover. It was pretty cool. So next up, I watched Office Christmas Party. This is another one that didn't come with the slipcover, but now it just got released with a new slipcover. I think it's a Walmart maybe, or it's like an actual Christmas slipcover. I don't know. But tons of people are in this movie. It's got Jason Bateman, Olivia Munn, T.J. Miller, Jillian Bell, Vanessa Bayer, Courtney B. Vance, Rob Corddry, Sam Richardson, Randall Park, with Kate McKinnon and Jennifer Aniston. Huge cast. There you go. There's all of them. I remember when the trailers for this came out. I really wanted to see it. I thought it looked hilarious, but watching it wasn't nearly as funny as I thought it'd be. T.J. Miller and Jennifer Aniston are brother and sister, and their dad just died, and he was put in charge of one branch, but she was made CEO of the company, and she's trying to shut his branch down. And basically they go to like this other businessman, and they are trying to close a huge deal with him so that they can save their branch, and they end up throwing a huge office Christmas party to entice this guy into signing with them, and then all these shenanigans ensue, and just goes crazy. But yeah, I give this one a plus on the new rating scale, because it was enjoyable, but not as funny as I just thought it'd be. So, alright, next up is another one. I'll put the poster right here, and it's The Punisher. It just got released on Netflix a couple weeks back. I watched this immediately. This show is amazing. John Bernthal, I think is how you say his name, as Frank Castle, is just balls to the wall, just insane. It's great. Yeah, so if you thought like Daredevil show was violent and gritty, The Punisher, it blows it out of the water. It's like non-stop bloodshed. There's a lot of like lawyer stuff and like courtroom scenes, and not courtroom scenes, but like boardroom scenes. That's the thing about these Netflix shows. There's all these boardroom scenes and just stuff that you're like, I don't really care, you know? But anyways, the show is just crazy. Just the violence is it's hardcore. There's tons of like torture scenes and like it's brutal stuff. Brutal stuff. You don't like a lot of like gore and blood and stuff. It's definitely not the show for you. Yeah, this was way better than any of the 3 Punisher movies that came before it. Though I really do like Punisher Warzone. I think that's a really brutal movie. But this show is amazing. I think this is definitely my favorite of the Marvel Netflix shows, which are probably going to be canceled soon if Disney starts their own streaming service, right? Like 2019, that's coming out. Oh, plus for The Punisher. So I finally watched Rogue One, a Star Wars story. I don't know why I didn't see this, but I finally got around to watching it, and this is incredible. Directed by Gareth Edwards. He's the guy who directed Godzilla, the 2014 one, and this is so good. One of my favorite Star Wars movies ever. I liked it way more than I did The Force Awakens. So this basically, it's like the group of rebels who go to steal the plans of the Death Star. I think it's 10 years before Episode 4, where they destroyed the Death Star, you know? And so it's their plan to go steal the plans to, you know, shoot the hole with the X-Wing fighter and blow up the whole Death Star. Yeah. Alright, so Rogue One was amazing. I think one of the best Star Wars films ever. It's up there with like Empire. But spoiler alert, all the good guys die in this movie. Like, it's great. Great ending. A double plus on this one. Alright, so that was all for First Time Views and Reviews, episode 16. As always, I'm Bad Tracy. You can subscribe down below. Like this video. Make sure you comment down below anything you've watched recently or any of the movies that I've watched. Yeah, let's talk about movies. You can follow me on Instagram at BadTracy01. Follow us on Twitter at WYSADWTA. Instagram, Would You Spend a Day with Tim Allen. Sure, you go to wouldyouspenddayWithTimAllen.com. Don't know what's really on the website, but yeah, that's really all. Probably gonna do like a clip video of all the times Bella barked while filming. So cue the music. That'll be a separate video. Bye.